Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, early in, early out on a Friday. We've all got fun things to do on the weekend, of course. Hopefully you guys are going to spend some time with friends and family, all that kind of good stuff. It's Full Auto Friday, so I'm going to walk through the top side of my screens up here and talk about this layout. So the full auto for me on a 4K screen, I've got set up to have the top left set up with 6 instruments: NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow. That's the nerd. The first 4 correlated, then 2 uncorrelated, gold and crude, which are semi-correlated based on stuff like the dollar and other macroeconomic events. Sorry about that. I had this set to always on top for this chart there as we were zoomed in. And of course I am using the Trade Command Center Prop Firm Smart Risk Console inside of ALGO Box, and I've got it set to 1150 here for the morning for the top side bots. Again, I kind of treat these like my employees up here, and then I'm going to be working just down here below this line and kind of over here to the right, because this is my 89 high time frame tide chart going in the direction of the tide. If the tide is rising, boats rise on a tide, and on the ebb and flow, it's going down, etc. Yesterday afternoon we had a nice violent move down, got a huge day. I'm coming off of a monster win day from yesterday, so with a windfall day the following day, I want to make sure that we lock in those profits, don't give that back. So I'm extra cautious on the day after a huge win day. Down here I'll be trading on the NASDAQ. It's one of the fastest moving correlated instruments there in general. Lots of traders trade off of the NQ, and I am the same. All right, good morning. Don't forget, trading is risky. We're gonna get right to it here this morning because I'm a little bit late. So we're gonna get right into the checklist. All right, let's get into that checklist here this morning. And I already know of one thing I'm missing. I'm missing some coffee here this morning. I'm gonna go and I kicked off the brew but did not finish getting that, so I will take a brief moment here this morning to grab that coffee here on my checklist as well. Actually, there should probably be a checklist item of, is your coffee ready? I think we take that for granted, but I definitely want to get that going here this morning, and especially on an extra cautious day where I'm going to come back from a windfall. I don't want to come in with that overconfidence to just think, hey, I've got a hand me. Speaking of hand me's, look at this beautiful super AO at the top of the channel on NQ for this massive move down here overnight. Let's see when this began. That's actually 8:30. So at that 8:30 news event there this morning, launched up, perfect technical, super AO at the top of the channel, beautiful drop, red dot inside the crab as well, HMD after the super AO, HMD, drop, headshot short, drop, down 2 finger, drop, all the way to the bottom of the channel. Got a cipher target down there. If we get some other entry point here this morning, we might be able to see that cipher touch, and maybe 2840 and 28,825.50 already lining up here. Looks like sometimes the market hands out a easy map, like playing a video game, one of those maps you like to play. Other days, not as much. All right, let's get down our list here. ISP broker data feeds. I am connected up here already this morning on the data feed. Hardware, software. I want to make sure that my hotkeys are working. I want to check my IQ software here that runs my hotkeys here for Corsair. That is operational. I want to check our, let's go to real-time protection, make sure that's off on there as well. Day of the week, it's Friday, early in, early out time of day. We are a little bit late, 20 minutes before the US Open news. Let's check on that news and make sure we've got our audio news on as well. We had 8:30 a.m. Let's see, jobless claims. Yes, at 8:30 this morning. They expected minus 205, and it was better than expected, 200. So 5,000 less jobless. So it's weird. It's one of those negative positives. The lower the number, the better. There this morning. So saw a little pop up, and then that move down came afterwards. Probably more of a technical move with that Ready DD, and I'm sorry, the Super AO and the Crab HMD with divergence. So just a perfect play setup. Like, I'm gonna screenshot that. It is just picture perfect.
National Economic Council Hassett says, "Rip roaring jobs market."
Yeah, better than expected numbers there this morning on jobless claims.
And Hassett on AI job loss says, "Now we're seeing AI job creation."
Yeah, they're probably all working in data centers. Is what would be my my guess.
Enigma short on the NQ4.
Hassett says data is showing people using AI tools for their jobs.
Okay, I'm gonna grab this Enigma here right off the bat. It's a little bit dangerous here at the bottom. We got a Super AO right back behind it. Yeah, chase that a little bit. Full position on the 35s. We put in an HMD right here, so this may be a semi-significant move up here off of the bottom. Let's see, hopefully not going to V up here. Seuss right back behind there in King timing. Sorry, that just showed up while I was trying to come on here. Also, we got an 8.5 on the 7,
says,
so
one
this
robot gets better,
might be causing me
reskill policy.
might cause me a bit of an issue here. What's our open line? Open line is way up above us. What's our time? 9:13. Nerd is down.
As it
but
says, core
this
inflation
feels
has
like
remained
that spot
stable
where they will
despite
start
oil
to
and
launch
jobs.
it. Yeah. As I'm looking at that, I'm double guessing and kind of wishing I hadn't have given that one a shot there. Just a little bit too overdone with that Super
there's
AO.
no sign of runaway inflation for Fed to raise rates.
Higher time frames were telling me to stay off of that. We've got higher time frame up moves. There would have been a relatively easy one to skip, except that I'm trying to get through our checklist here, and I don't have that coffee rolling here yet this morning either. As we come back down to my POE, I'm going to go ahead and take part of that loss here. as we come back down here on hitting that POE. If you get all the way down there, it was basically a lucky play here. Because we've got high time frame plays to the upside. I'm hoping I get a little bit more. That's R1.
As it says, I think we'll see rate cuts this year because of wash. As it says, we're also studying options.
All right, I'm
and
gonna
latest
pull half there, and we're almost to the target on the Enigma. Almost there. No, it's triple bouncing. Okay, I got lucky on that one. We got that 4.9 back behind it, but high time frames had lots of things showing me, even on the 7s. Big 8.5 for that pop-up. We had a level 6 on the 9s, and super AO even on the lower time frame to shove that up. And you never know with those. The buyers in this market are something else lately. So got me again on a day after windfall day. I don't want to be putting too much risk there on the table, but that was an Enigma right off the bat. Thought it would be a good one. However, that one did get stopped out before it hit its target. So
As it says,
from a
back
cadence
to
perspective,
trade policy.
that's a 1.
Real.
Okay, let's finish out our checklist here. We still have 15 minutes before the US Open. The FOMC, don't need to worry about that. Holidays, earnings, gearings. I am on the 4s. I may need to go up to the 5s. That's another thing that yeah, in fact, that's what I want to do here. We want to go to the 5s on our gears. Yeah, 5s would have, oh well, definitely would have kept me. Well, I didn't have an Enigma there on the 5s, that's for sure. And an 11 with the ready DD to the upside, yeah, definitely would not have been trying to take that short. It did get to its target barely. But okay, so let's take a look here. Contracts, talked about that. We've got wave ranges locked in, 35 range, ATMs. It's Friday, so we really want to focus on full auto here this morning. Full auto Fridays. If you guys want to bring your full auto questions, I saw some in the ask questions section. I'm going to go over here this morning on the ask questions section. And MACV Ultimate running. It's actually what kind of went ahead and thought that we had a.
Pastor says there's no chance the administration would in any way do a debt default.
A semi decent.
The strong dollar.
Enigma short on the GC2.
Is he done talking? Semi-decent opportunity there because the nerd was still on the red side there, but sometimes that can make a total shift there. That's a get ready and a nice little short here again, but I'm gonna skip on that. And again, right now I want to be extra cautious on a Friday, early in, early out on a Friday. I want to be on. Got some things scheduled for today. I also try to catch up on calls. If you scheduled a call with me for one-on-ones or had other questions and filled out that schedule a call section, Fridays are usually my days to catch up on those. So be looking for a call from me later today. If you were on the list this week and requested a call, I'll try to catch up with you today. And don't forget, today is the last day for our sale. There it is, 14 hours left. We'll be updating the website this weekend. A lot of changes are coming in over the weekend. So if you were on the fence or thinking about getting in, you'll want to go take advantage of that lease to own offer there that will be going away here this afternoon. Got 14 hours left, and then over the weekend we'll be making those changes to the site to pull a lot of that down. Don't forget, training is currently free. If you have a chance, I would grab it before we get that back on the client portal inside. There will be a price on that 8-day boot camp. If you want to go through the boot camp for free right now, it's on our website. Just click on training at the top of the website you can go there. Of course, our Discord is also free. Make sure you are in there as well. That looked like a nice little double rated DD. Came right in there as I am gabbing away. Apex, I think they're 90% off. That expired last night, so hopefully you guys got to use our code for that. Last night expired at midnight for the 90% off over there at Apex. Sometimes they extend it through the weekend. Let's see if that Apex offer is off. They did. They extended it through the weekend. Hey, good news. Okay. So 90% off is still going there for 3 days. They extended it through the weekend for Apex. 90% off. Use code ALGOBOX. It really helps out our tech support team as well as our capacity to be able to do giveaways here. We don't have enough people using our code to do giveaways with them. It's just what they kind of told us. So if you guys can use our code, that would be great. So we can get in on some of that giveaway fun here on our live streams. Would be awesome. We've done a few, but we're pretty limited. We're not one of these channels that has. It seems like they're doing giveaways every single day. We don't happen to be on the. I guess we're on an naughty list. What's our time? We are at 9 minutes. A lot of our traders are using live accounts too. That's kind of the kicker there. Let's see. Oh man, it's a nice 6.8. And we had a pink dot here on. Okay, hopefully some of you guys grabbed that one there real quick. I'm late here this morning, so I'm having to play catch up. Let's get the checklist finished out here. If you are ever needing to get to that checklist, just go into our Discord channel chat and type !checklist, and we can get through that there in the morning. For the speedometer, we just adjusted for
under review.
the 5s, and audio box is on. P&L cadence, I talked about that. Our cadence right now, coming off of a windfall day, so I want to be extra cautious. Either don't play or just literally be so careful locking that in. Don't want to be giving that back. It's very tempting to go, had a huge day yesterday, oh man, I've got plenty of cushion, and next thing you know, your best days will be followed by your worst days. It is a thing. Be very careful with that. I mention it all the time. If you type !windfall in the chat, it'll pop up a video that I think you should watch. Every trader should watch this. This will happen to you in your career if you stay around trading long enough. Those windfall days, they build this confidence in you. You're just very relaxed on the following day. And funny enough, is probably the reason that you had that super big day the day before, was it just really was just maximizing your normal play style. And oftentimes that is, you get these big days in a transitional shift and you think, oh, I can do this all the time. It's not. You happen to have caught an easy day. Like yesterday was that monster move down. As a bear player, I love those. Rocked that thing out. Huge day yesterday. I don't want to be giving that back today. And it is very easy to do, especially with that overconfidence. I think that's where it begins. But I think there are other things that play into that. I go through all of them in that Windfall Profits video series. There are 2 of them there, with the talking through why, and then talking right after that an example of one of our traders and how they did target 1, target 2 consistently. That other video is right there underneath it under the windfall. Okay, gab Vinny, NT8 music and sound. Let's rock that out. I think we did our little quick intro thing there. I need to grab that coffee, so if you will, give me a moment, and I'm going to grab that real quick, and I'll be right back here before the open. Full auto is on up top. I'm going to let the tools do the work there for the first 5 minutes. I'm going to grab that coffee. I'll be right back.
NQ on the 7. NQ on the 35. Double delta NQ on the 5.
All right. We've got 4 minutes, 15 seconds to the US Open. Let me get the chat here on screen as well.
Also from Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson Bagai, he says that they will respond with full force to any aggression or provocation.
Good morning, Andrew.
And that their armed
Thank you,
forces
sir.
are fully prepared and closely.
Oh, thank you, Pablo. Pablo put the link there for you guys to those videos there in the chat as well. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you want to type exclamation mark windfall, if you're watching this video at another time, type exclamation mark windfall. One word, windfall. And that'll pop up those videos there in our Discord chat. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Fish and Ticks. Tom, Peter, Josh. Happy Friday, sir. Thank you for smashing that like button. Hopefully more people can do the same. Titus, good morning. Yeah, huge day yesterday. That massive dropout was awesome. Again, don't just think, oh, well, we can do that any single day. No, the market hands out bonus day scenarios on occasion. Would be considered 1, 2, 3 banger long on the 9s with the green crosses. Let's see, on the 9s. Let's see. So he's talking about the 9s. The question is 1, 2, 3 banger on the 9s. So here's let's read one higher time frame from that. That could be a double cross double move. Be careful. This is a very strong move down here. I would not be looking to the long side if that's what you're asking. No, in general, I probably would not be looking to the long side. If I had to, gun to head, tell me, I'd absolutely have to tell you what I think would happen here this morning. I think there's going to be probably some massive dropout around the open, and then some kind of slow grind buy up, possibly into the afternoon. Fridays are some of the most bullish days of the week. It is literally the bull of all bulls on a Friday. So again, another one of those days where I want to be extra cautious as a bear side player that, know that those bulls take control on Fridays. So come in, grab my bags, and be on my way. Go into the weekend, and you don't want to have to sweat over the weekend or just feel bad or miserable going into the weekend because you had a bad day on a Friday. Just my own personal thing. You may want to adopt that for yourself as well. Again, I'm just out here to show you guys what I do. You can choose how you want to play things. But I like to go into the weekend on an upbeat, positive note. And I don't want to be getting into red territory there on a Friday. Let's see. Everyone should watch that cadence video. I totally agree. Read the tape.
1 minute to go now.
Good morning, Tiny Panda. Oh, wonderful. Great. Happy to hear it. Good morning, Surge. Good morning, Superman. Good morning, Goldie. All right. Here comes the US Open here in about 45 seconds. So generally, I like to sit on hands for the first 5 minutes on a Friday. I am more likely to take a play in the first 5 minutes because I do want to be early in, early out. And if one of those plays sets up, again, particularly after a windfall day, I want to hit it and get it, be in and out and done on a Friday. Here we go. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Manny. Here we go. 15 seconds. Gonna be listening for audio box.
Still expecting market and open imbalance data.
Enigma short on the NQ4.
Market and open imbalance. S&P 500 buy side 204 million. Nasdaq 100 sell side 1.7 million. Dow 30 buy side 67 million. And maximum buy side 0.9 million.
NQ on the 7.
Super fast movement there at the open. All right, they're clearly building an accumulation zone here, so I'm going to go ahead and mark up the zone.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5.
We've got some plays around a zone, like a DCR right there. Okay, it's a DCR. Let's see if I can get to the middle of the zone on that. A little bit dangerous there as I'm starting to hear buyers step.
NQ on the 7.
Okay, could have exited on that green dot, but did not react fast enough. Okay, I'm going to pull half.
Coinbase shares falling 4% after the company logs second straight
Double cross at the top of a zone, and I'll close out in the middle for trade number 2. That is called a DCR. DCR at the top of the zone. I had just drawn in the zone. DCR, what is that? Double cross reversal. DCR, double cross top of a zone. What do I want to target? When I am against the main direction, I want to go to the middle of the zone for the target. All right, boom. Hit it and got out. All right, that's a super AO at the top. Another double cross scenario. There's the super AO. Right in front of the open line. I feel like I'm throwing my caution to the wind, unfortunately. So I'm like really wanting to get in on those plays, trying to hit them and get them. But I'm hearing buyers step all over this. Not the best set of plays here. Right at the open line. Mega late Nate. Enigma, double cross. Okay, yikes. High of day, right there at the green line.
NQ on the 7. Double delta NQ on the 35.
Fire stepping in all over this. Seuss.
NQ on the 35.
That is the open line. They're just going to start buying it up into prior high.
Double delta NQ down NQ on the 5. NQ on the 7. NQ on the 7.
Red dot after the Enigma. Let me hear the seller step in. Yeah, the open line, exactly. Yeah, and I'm sitting there playing on it. Didn't really think about how close I was to that as it started going. I do have strong sell on the nerd, so I'm hoping that starts to go here. But right now they are just buying this thing straight up. V up scenario. Red dot over there on the 9s.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Those bulls are breaking that too. Here's king timing.
NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 9.
Into the butterfly. Looking for a Seuss. There's a 6.9.
Omega down NQ on the 7.
So now on a parabolic move like that, probably going to have to wait for a triple crown. For the best move down would be a triple crown scenario. We are at the top of the channel on the optimized range. Probably looking to see a triple before we revisit the golden ropes, if she's going to be nice. But it is a Friday, and I don't know, makes me extra nervous there, especially after my windfall day. I'm already concerned that, again, I don't want to be giving that back, but again, overconfidence coming in on a On a Friday, and there's the okay there, and there's our best plays, and I'm already maxed though, so I can't add in on that. Actually, I'm gonna add in on the bots, take off NQ here, and I'm gonna get short right there on that 20.3 Enigma right there, and hoping that's gonna be calling the top there. Would like 100 to 250 tick drop would be great. Whether we get that or not, who even knows?
Double delta NQ on the 7-9.
Okay, red dot, add to position.
Asset says Iran war does not displace top priorities with China. So now it's Hassett speaking to Fox News.
NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Popcorn on the tape. Bear test on the cipher. Kind of held. Would like to see a green dot break. Or a green PRZ would be fine.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 7. Divergence down NQ on the 35. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7.
Hassett says, I expect lengthy and detailed talks on a range of issues. This is talking about the upcoming meeting with China.
Alpha Omega NQ on the 5.
Okay, and that's hopefully the last ad right there. That is a power headshot
Hassett says Trump and Xi have
with
strong
a delta
working
shift. Man, another massively crazy move here from the bulls on the open. We are 7 minutes past the open. I'm really hoping it doesn't go any farther. Come on now.
30-year gilt
Come
declining
on.
10 base points in the day now to about 5.534%, the lowest since April 20th.
Do we have news at 10? Let's see.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 7.
On a Friday, we almost always do. Yeah, we have construction spending month over month at 10 a.m.
NQ on the 7.
Okay, red dot.
NQ on the 7. NQ on the 7.
Thank you. I'll pull half
NQ on the 7.
on the shark.
Enigma short on the NQ.
Enigma short. I'll add to position again.
NQ on the
20.7 on the fours and I'm on the fives, right? We have a 20.7 on. I am on the fives, right? Yeah. So we have it on the fours on the bot account as well. We're buying right back behind that. We have had some major outlier days this week, like very outlier.
Full touch hot.
That concludes Hassett's remarks in Fox News.
Double delta shift on the 35s. Okay. Wow. Let's go. If this is the full shift here, double delta shift and 28,915 would be, or 919. Be great. But I don't know if this market is playing technical anymore. This is basically like, let's wait for Trump to talk on a Friday and press the buy button nonstop, feels like. Double dot, pink dot in there as well. Can we see any green crack? Here's a test for the bulls, cipher. Are we going to see a cipher crack? Just one. Just one. Give us one crack. Nope. Still bounced, even off of the cipher. Bulls still in full control. 6.6. Okay, we're picking up speed. Speed favors the bears. Let's go. All right, I'm going to close it out there. Over 10K on the bot account on that beautiful dropout. Let's see. We need to watch how ES is going here. As ES points, so NQ goes. Let's set this to always on top so we can see it. And set this one to always on top. There we go. Okay, ES pointing up again. Ugh. If it starts pointing up, look at this. We went red there for a little bit, but now we're back to neutral. Man, I hope that doesn't go green right now. Okay, back to red. From the red dot to the low, 152 tick drop. Does it have any more? Golden ropes. We touched the top golden rope. Okay, we just got a pink dot on the 35s. I think the 35 is more important to watch right now. See if that pink dot's gonna hold. Nope. Yoicks. They're busting through. Okay.
Harmonic NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 9.
Okay, super fast move up here. Looking for an opportunity to engage on the bot account. All right, I'll engage the bot right there on the super AO.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 9. Alpha Omega up NQ, Alpha Omega down NQ on the 9.
9.7 just came in on the 9s. See if this is the head fake. So I generally call that a head fake move when it comes up that quick after that secondary. That's the pokes in. We'll see if we have any kind of semblance of normalcy. Have not had much recently.
Divergence down NQ on the 9.
On the 89, here's that big white line from yesterday that gave us the big drop, and we are now above that on a Friday.
NQ on the 7. NQ on the 35.
Nerd is still red. Sure doesn't feel like it. NASDAQ just ignoring his buddies. Yeah, NASDAQ just kind of keeps waiting for ES to point up. Okay, ES don't you turn around? Why don't you go down there and give him a little bit deeper dip there for us, would you? No, you don't want to do that? Oh my goodness. Okay, super launch. 20.1, 3,000 level buy. Oh my goodness. Okay, and literally couldn't have talked about it anymore there this morning than windfall type of day, comes back the following day and wants to rip it from you. And it's exactly what it's going to do. Exactly what it's going to do.
Get limited oil flows through water.
Outlier day, then following another outlier day. Are they gonna limit me? Okay, I gotta take off half. Absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. That's a 3,000 level. Was that seriously 3,000 through that? Okay. Oh my. I mean, all I can do is laugh. I mean, internally, I am livid pissed, honestly.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Wow.
Alpha Omega down.
About 20k away from a limit. They gonna margin me? $15.
NQ on the 7. Divergence down NQ on the 3rd.
How far can you go? For real? Wow. Insane.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Nope, I'm gonna half up. Absolute insanity. This is where you need that, Wow. Okay. I mean, so many things to say, but I can't talk about it right now. I need to concentrate here just for the moment, but the insurance policies of the SOPs are fresh on my mind right now, talking about, thinking through. This is exactly why, like, you just cannot come into a market scenario and think, okay, you know, got this, like, this is what this is. Like, it's not. Any given moment can do something insane like that. 803 ticks in basically a no time scenario can just come right out of nowhere. Do that right there.
Rosatom says work at Iran's Bushehr NPP is coming to life, according to facts. The CEO of Rosatom commenting on Iran's nuclear power plant.
Literally just talking about post windfall days, and it does exactly that. Like, this is going to be the video that I'm going to go back and watch and talk through in the future. This is like the new windfall, post windfall, exactly this right here. Literally insanity right the day after you have your best day. And you know, you get lucky because, well, I don't say get lucky, but the market hands you a nice easy one, and then it will literally, oh, just remind you, that whole movement can also go the other way the following day, and that's exactly what just happened right here. Absolute insanity.
NQ on the 35.
20 away from a margin call.
Tim is going to.
Is it gonna?
University of Michigan Central Prelim forecast 49.
Oh, we're gonna turn. I mean, there's several things telling that we might turn here, but like the thing could just continue to run at this
Wholesale
point.
inventories month-to-month revised.
Absolute
US
insanity.
Forecast 1.4% unchanged from the prior. University of Michigan
10 minutes.
Forecast 3.5%
Till
unchanged
10.
from the prior. 1-year inflation prelim forecast 4.8%, prior 4.7%. US wholesale inventories, US wholesale sales month-to-month forecast 1.8%, prior 2.7%. Michigan expectations prelim forecast 48.2, prior 48.1, and conditions prelim forecast 52, prior 52.5.
This is what the 89 looks like. It's always on top here.
NQ on the 7.
Absolute insanity. 2100 tick. From the bottom. From that was a close yesterday. Yeah, 4 p.m. 4:38. 2100. So there was the jackknife from yesterday, perfectly called. Remember us drawing this out yesterday. Boom, to the tick. I won't be able to draw on that. Anyway, right there to the tick. Draw lips. Boom.
Shares of Nvidia hit a record high last time.
There's our $112,000 yesterday. And here's me giving it all back today on this up move. Insanity. Absolute insanity.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 9. Harmonic NQ on the 7.
According to Wall Street Journal, US military strikes tankers trying to break blockade.
Yeah, it's almost as if.
Enigma long on the YM2.
Says Wall Street Journal citing senior US official on blockade strikes.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega up NQ on the 9.
Yeah, I mean,
Five minutes to navigate the University of Michigan Central Prelim. Forecast 49.5, prior 49.8. US wholesale inventories month-to-month revised forecast 1.4%, unchanged from the prior. 5-year inflation prelim for the University of Michigan forecast 3.5%, unchanged from the prior. Michigan 1-year inflation prelim forecast 4.8%, prior 4.7%. Wholesale sales month-to-month.
I overrode the bot account, Kevin. I had to override it to take on this NQ. So, I mean, there are some plays open on.
And Michigan conditions prelim forecast 52, prior.
The bots, like there's a gold trade, it's in the negative, -600. There is a Dow trade, -55, and crude oil is like a +100 right now. That's currently open, but it doesn't mean anything because of this crazy outlier scenario. I am overriding to execute on the bot account here as well. So there's no way to. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to go. I'm not going to do that right now. You know, it is in, oh, my word. Please don't ask me about the damn bots when I'm sitting here in a margin call day. Like, you know what? All right. I'm going to my depressing weekend and go listen to my wife yelling at me, and probably not. I'm sure she'll be, oh, well, you know. Anyway, I got to go. Insanity.